Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I am Marnell, and as you can see, we're going to use our scraps again today. I am here to do the 100-day project, day 17, and I'm still catching up from last week because I was sick, so I am behind, but I'm hoping to catch up. Today we're making flippy pads. And we are following along with Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And like I say again, it's a very easy project, fast, and you can use all your scraps. So let me see. You'll need a stapler and maybe some glue and things to decorate with if you want to, and a ruler if you're going to tear your paper. So we're just going to make, I didn't make a sample again today. I'm really getting bad at that, but I am trying to catch up. So let's make like a tall skinny one to begin with, and you can use any papers. I am just using, she made her flippy pads to write on, and so I am just going to use again some of my papers that tore while I was dyeing them, and I can't use them for other things, and projects like this is perfect. I'm very happy when I can use all of them, because otherwise they're just sitting here and collecting dust. Let's use this one. This one has some glue on there as well. And all she did was she kind of kept them the same width, and then just tore the edges just to make it interesting. You can go ahead and even ink those, I suppose, if you want to, but it's definitely not necessary, and simply use your scraps. So these papers were, like I said, mostly torn while I was dyeing them, and then some of them I tore off when you're making journals and you have to make the pages smaller. So we'll just make tall ones, skinny ones, fat stumpy ones, and that's your flippy pad. So this will go into a pocket or will be glued onto a page. You can even do that, or just glue the top onto a page. And all she did for the top, this one might be too small. Let's find a bigger piece of paper. And all she did for the top, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac today because my art glitter glue bottles I soaked them overnight, so they need to dry out really well before I fill them up again. So we're gonna use Fabri-Tac today, but you can use any kind of wet glue. You can use your heat gun, and she just folded a paper over, or you can use ribbon if you want to make this look prettier. Lace, sari silk, anything on the top just to make it look just neat, and hide your staples. And if you don't mind the staples, then don't hide the staples. Okay, so that is what we're gonna do. So let's do a couple of mass makes. Get the glue. Excuse me, and I might have to stop a couple of times again today. I'm sorry. I think it was yesterday's video that was just, I think I had to put 4 or 5 videos together because I had to stop so many times. But anyway, it's all good. Here's some avocado dyed papers, and you don't even have to keep them the same width. If you want to keep them different widths. And I think what would be nice with these also is if you maybe add, well, let's tear them down later. If you add vintage or ephemera pieces rather than a writing pad, I think a little collage pad would be fun. She mostly had papers to write on in her pad, and because we're kind of following along with Tina, I'm doing what Tina did. You obviously don't have to do that. Just give me a second, please. Sorry. What I was trying to say is I think if you do these like little collage pads, you know, fill them up with ephemera pieces, it would be fun to add into a journal. And as you're journaling, you can simply, you know, tear a paper off and make a little collage at the, say, the edge of your page, or, you know, something like that. I'm just kind of thinking aloud, and I think that would be a nice addition to a journal as well. Let's make a little fatter one. There's some ledger. Let's do ledger. And I have this really nice baking paper. So yes, her pads had mostly writing space on it, and we're gonna do the same, but there's definitely options. You can make, you know, those little booklets that we've made a couple up until now. You can make a booklet and glue the flippy pad into the booklet. Lots of options. Okay. Let's add one more page to that. It's like you never have enough room on your desk. I don't know how that works, but apparently it works that way. So let's get these together, because otherwise it's gonna drive me nuts. And I'm thinking if I cut them in half, I can double up with the flippy pads, really mass make. Okay, so I'm going to staple these together. Oops, and then maybe just tear it down so it looks pretty on the bottom. You don't have to do that, and then maybe this one would just be enough for the top. Probably should do this step all together, but I have this piece here that's perfect before I lose it in my mess on my desk. Okay, so there we have a smaller one and another smaller one. Let's use this to put up there as well. It's here. And she did use some ribbons, some lace for the tops. That might be, I have some small pieces of lace sitting here. We might use that as well. Maybe we'll add that as a decoration. Okay, then we can do the tearing together. So let's do this one. Let's do this one the same way. Let's cheat. If I tap this in half. Well, maybe if I do like this, make it a little bit more complicated than I probably need to, but the other one was faster and easier. Let's do this. I'll do the other one the easy way again. Just need to get this a little straighter. This one, let's put the numbers on the bottom, it's interesting. And we'll just add more pages to this. Let's just do this one in half again. If I kind of put them in the middle and then cut them in half, I think that worked well. Fix them up in a minute, make them look pretty. Let's just get a couple done. And put some lined paper on the back. And shall we do a couple more? Sorry. Oh, I've been watching I've been looking for other people who's doing the 100-day project on YouTube, and if you know of anybody, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. I found Twisted Paper Studio. She's doing the 100-day project on YouTube, and she's doing like a beginner's guide, and obviously tips, but I mean obviously not just for beginners. She has a lovely channel. Go see what she's been up to. I really enjoyed watching her. I watched a couple of her videos while I was in bed. And yeah, so if you know of somebody else, I mean there's lots, I've seen a lot of people on Instagram doing the 100-day project. on Instagram, which is a lot of fun, but I was wondering if there's more people on YouTube doing the 100-day project in, you know, doing videos. This one I'm going to do the same thing again. And this was a misprint when my printer was acting up or didn't have enough ink, and so it printed everything pink, but I think it would be perfect to write on. Okay, shall we do one more? And there's some printed papers, more eco-dyed papers. Let's do another long skinny one. You know, Tina said she didn't like them too long, but I actually don't mind them longer. It gives you more writing space. Okay, just a quick coughing fit again. Okay, let's see. One more page for this one, and then we'll maybe see how we can decorate some of these. This one I'm going to make a tall, skinny one. Let's put that one in the back. Let's get one nice print for the front. What do I have here? Let's do a nice leaf print for the front. And these are the eco-dye prints that didn't make it into the paper bundles, but if you want to buy eco-dye papers, I have a bunch on my, I have some in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is Miemie's Keepsakes, and the link is in my description box, but I think it kind of, the best way to do it is to maybe just go to Etsy and search under shops Miemie's Keepsakes, because I think my link would probably take you to the Canadian site. I should actually test that one day. Anyway, so here let's get all the scraps a little smaller. Let's do that one. We can tear this one a little bit more raggedy, and this one too. So yeah, at the moment I have a lot of the leaf prints in there, and I can't wait. I think all the lavender ones sold out, and I don't have anything left, so I can't wait for my lavender to start blooming again to make some lavender ones, because then my entire house smells like heaven. But yeah, and obviously some other plants in the summer, not just leaves. I do enjoy the eco-dyeing, or dyeing in paper in general, I have to say. Let's get rid of my scraps, put them over there, and then we'll figure something out in a minute. So yeah, if you want to, the eco-dyed paper especially, I mean the coffee-dyed papers and tea-dyed papers and those, they all feel amazing, but especially the eco-dyed papers, because they were boiled, I don't know, they just have a very, very nice feel to them, and it's just different. I do have a digital kit for that if you don't want to wait for the mail and you want your papers immediately, but it just feels so different than when you printed it on your printer at home, obviously. But I do realize that not everybody wants to make, oh, I'll have to tear the numbers off. Maybe I'll keep the numbers for the top. or you know, it's because it's quite a process, or maybe you don't have space to do coffee dyeing or eco dyeing, and then obviously there's a couple of shops on Etsy that do sell the physical papers, and I have quite a variety of different papers in my shop. I think what I'm going to do is, let's just leave that for now. Okay, so we're tearing the ends off. And again, I added the numbers on the bottom because I like the numbers, but now I have to tear them off to give my book a raggedy look. But I do like the look. Just throw that in the recycling bin. Maybe this one I'll only tear slightly, which is not as easy as you would think. There. Yeah, I know Artie Mays is doing the 100-day project as well. I've seen some of her videos. Okay, we're getting there. So yeah, again, I think these would be great. You know, like how Rachel did those pouches with the ephemera in them. I'm thinking if you don't want to make pouch and you just make such a flippy pad like this, but you use ephemera pieces, vintage book pages, and add that into a journal that you're selling or gifting, or even for Happy Mail, if you dress up your pieces like this, I think it would be really nice. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pads. And where's the other one? I did make another one, I think. It is probably there. 10. We made 10 in here. So let's, I mean, you can leave them as is, or add, let's do some lace for this one. Let's decorate them a little bit. Like these, we all just added a piece of paper on there. I'm going to add some lace on this one, on the top, just to dress it up a little bit, make it look pretty, and to hide the staples on the back. If you don't mind the staples, then don't worry about the staples. Okay, and you can, maybe you can add a word there on the top. That would be cute. Let's see if we have a little label, and might go to a stamp because you would still be able to tear it out. Let's see what else. Oh, I have this circle here. Oh, I don't know where I printed this from. I do like the circle. Why can't I pick anything up today? Let's add that on the top there. I'm just going to add some ink to this one. It just looks a little too white compared to the eco-dyed papers. And of course you don't have to do this. It's just to make it look a little pretty. If you're tucking it into a page, pocket, or maybe you're paper clipping it onto a page. It just makes it look pretty. And maybe I should add some glue on here, because I'm not sure after I've handled this sticker that many times it will stay glued on here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I shouldn't add glue all the way to the bottom because I don't, and I mean it can possibly glue onto the top page. Why not? Let's see here. But just in case you do want to tear out the top page, then okay, so there's one decorated and it looks cute. Shall we do one more? Let's do a pink one. And I have some pink stuff here. Let's add, is that two? That's a very pink. That is blue. I'm just looking for some washi tape. Let's add this washi tape on here. Again, it's just a little bit of decor for the top of your flippy pad, and that will dry white when it's done. So let's just add this one on here because I have the piece of washi and it is already has some. Let's do these little flowers. And the glue. Oh, the other day, and I think it was actually Twisted Paper Studio, she said you should have some I don't think I'm gonna add that. Have some hand sanitizer, because that it's easy, you know, easy to take the glue off your fingers, as well as clean your scissors and stuff. And I bought some hand sanitizer, but I just haven't brought it upstairs yet. So this one doesn't have much. I can possibly, let's add, before that dries, maybe just some tea bag here as well, just for something more. And then the flowers. And let's finish this one off. I started it, so let's do this one. What shall we do with this one? I have some of these stickers that's kind of just a single rose, but no, they're all too big. Let's see what we have in here. There's some numbers there on that washi. See, this is cute. Something like that can go on there, but I think it's just a tad too big. Let's. Oh, see, I should have stopped while I was ahead, huh? Now I can't find anything small enough on my table. There is some lace and just, oh, I just like that. It is simple, but I don't think you need simple, and it's neutral. You can add it to any page. I like it. Okay, and just see which way is up. Okay, and I think that is all we're gonna do today. Let me move some of my mess out of the way so don't have to look at all of it. And here is the flippy pads we made today. We decorated 3, that was pretty fast and painless. And we made 10 of these in almost no time at all. And we used a lot of scrap pieces of paper, which I don't know about you, but that makes me very happy. So thank you for watching today. I am on day 17 of the 100-day project, still trying to catch up, so you might see me again a little later today. Like I say, just trying to catch up. Thank you for watching, and please go watch Twisted Paper Studio and see what she's up to with her 100-day project. Thank you very much. Bye.